Hey, I've got lots of free time right now. I should start another video. I should make a story time video, something interesting that happened in my life that I can make entertaining. My life really isn't that interesting. Hey, the story doesn't have to be interesting as long as I use my amazing storytelling skills to make it entertaining. What storytelling skills? Shh! Hello! So, although most of you know I have two pet cats, I've also had some fish in my lifetime. My first fish I can't even remember his name. Okay, my mom says it was Rainbow, so there we go. Anyways, Rainbow was a betta fish. Betta fish are pretty and colorful, but you can only have one because otherwise they'll fight each other until one or both of them die. They are very territorial fish. I was 5 when I got him, and I was all excited. I remember I put the fish tank in this box thing that looked like a TV, and there were pink rocks in the tank. We kept him on this little chest thing in my room. It's one of those things where you can put stuff in it or sit on it, and it was made out of wood. Since the box the tank was in seemed pretty heavy, and there was a lid on it, we figured it was safe from the cats. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Now, Rainbow lived a very long time, compared to most pet fish, and he was strong. About 2 years after we got him, one of the cats had jumped onto the chest and knocked the whole thing to the ground. I wasn't there, I was getting ready for school when I heard a bang. I went into my room to see what happened, and there he was. Rainbow was flopping on the floor. Mom! Hey man, it's time. No, not yet. My mom came in and quickly scooped him into a glass and threw water into it. These fish are sensitive, well, I think most fish are, and need a specific water temperature. And when we first got him, we had to put the bag he was in into the water first so he would get used to the temperature. So the shock alone could have killed him, but nope, he was not going anywhere. He probably went for a good 2 minutes out of water before he was saved, and right into the tap water. Afterwards, we ended up putting him on my dresser, which was higher up. He lived for another 3 years after that. A long life. Now, that's not the only pet fish I've had. In our backyard, my dad made this little pond thing in the corner with waterfalls and rocks and stuff. We decided to get fish to put inside it. We got koi fish, which are often orange, but there's also some with white or gray on them too. Some koi fish can grow up to be pretty big. I mean, ours never grew that big, but they were still larger than when we first got them. We actually ended up getting koi fish multiple times since raccoons went into our yard and ate them. Surprisingly, our cat didn't though, because although she went outside and around the pond, she ain't risking falling in there. These fish were pretty strong too, because in the winters, the water would freeze over the top, yet there'd still be water underneath, and the fish sort of hibernated and would be alive once it melted in the spring. They just weren't strong enough to fight against the raccoons. One time, my dad was emptying out the pond, and we found baby fish. I guess with all the bigger fish in there, it was bound to happen. They were so tiny that he put them in a little fish bowl so I could keep them inside for the winter while they grew up. I was able to keep them as pets, watch them get bigger before we had to put them back in the pond. And they lived a life, but eventually they met the same fate as their parents. Or at least they disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 got caught in the filter, which is really sad, but rest in peace, my friends. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. If you liked it, I'll try to make more videos with things that happened in my life that aren't that entertaining but can still be made into a story. After all, there's only so much that could happen to someone like when you're 16. I mean, in a way, I'm glad that I don't have a whole bunch of stories to tell, because do I really want to make a video saying that time I almost died? Because I don't want to have almost died. I mean, it would make a good story and experience, but I mean, I'm sort of happy that I haven't experienced it, you know? Or if you have any suggestions on what my next video should be about, let me know in the comments. Have an amazing day. Bye! So, I just got my braces off. That's been fun. Also, did you know that I host monthly art contests on my Discord server? If you have Discord, you should check it out. Link is in the description.